One of the rarest commodities when it comes to land is beachfront land. And you know, as you all know, may or may not know, I live here on the beach in Roxas City, one of the longest continuous beaches in all of the Philippines. Right now it's high tide, so the water's like right at my feet almost. But normally at low tide, it's a good half a kilometer out before you actually see the water. And it's just this beautiful sandy beaches. But right now I'm here at high tide, so you got to keep that in mind. It doesn't look like there's a lot of beach room, but there really is. So today I was invited to come and check out a property that's available here on the beach in Roxas City. Now, it is a narrow property, but it's very affordable. Most of the beach property on here, unless you're talking a huge amount of land, is going to be around 20 to 25,000 per square meter. Yes, I said that correctly. Supply and demand, and there's not much supply. But there are a lot of people building big, huge houses on the beach here, and so we're gonna go check it out. Now keep in mind, you're gonna have the bigger picture in mind. It's not gonna look how you want it to look right now, because it's not an empty lot, but you're gonna have to tear down what's there and build a big firewall on one side. The other side already has a firewall, and then you'll have your own little piece of paradise. As well, the beach isn't cleaned up, I'm gonna be honest. Look, as you can see here, it's not very clean. So, this is Jesser. Now, Jesser is Jesser TV. He's on Facebook, but he's also works for a real estate agent here in town. And so he's the one that said, hey, Michael, I have that property if you want to go see it. And I said, yes, I do. Because the price is actually really affordable comparative to, well, everything else that's on the beach. So, again, get ready. You have to keep in mind, you're going to have to tear all this down. Let's be honest. As you can see, you get 3 palm trees. Now, I've already shown this property that is for sale. That's an Airbnb they're building up out on the edge here, but then they decided they want to sell it. It has a garage and everything. And then the one after that I looked at for rent, but is also for sale. So that one is for sale about 21 million. This one is for sale for 8 million. The house is further back, by the way. And then I met the gentleman once who has the house even beside that. So this would be the next property. That's incredible that I've seen almost all of these. I haven't seen the brand new one that's opening, but these two I have seen. So this one here is the one that is going to be for sale. So you'd have to tear all this down. This lady is a French. Yeah, well, she's Filipina, but she speaks perfect French. They're a French couple. And you would be there, that would be your neighbor. So you'd have to build your same set of wall on that side. And then the property goes all the way back to the road, which I'll show you in a minute. So the total lot is going to be 150 square meters. It is right now a 300 square meter, but they're subdividing it, and so that they're selling just this portion. So again, use your imagination so you can imagine what it's going to look like. So right from this wall you see, all over there, this whole building here, so you would probably likely tear it down, and straight across. So from this wall straight to the road. So it's a narrow property, much like the one I live in actually, going right up to the road here. And the neighbors will remain, I believe, unless they're planning to sell that immediately after they sell this. I'm not sure. So you're looking at from right here over, that would be your property line going straight out to the beach. Now, I'm directly in the path right now of what the airport calls a safe zone or whatever. So I can't fly the drone in this exact spot to really give you an idea of the entire area. But I can show you what the beach is like here in Roxas City if you haven't seen in my videos before, where I can go as far as the signal doesn't let me go any further because of the airport's warnings. as you can see, it's a very beautiful beach, good spot, and it's expanding and growing constantly. There are so many houses being developed and built along here, or upgraded, I should say, that it's really progressing quite well. And this one is part of Kogogon, I think. Yeah, I think so. So this is a barangay stop that's nearby. And I don't know what they use that for, but I believe this is just a place where you generally can wait in the shade, and then the barangay office has some people up there. All right, and so this is Jesser, okay? Hi. So this guy, I've met him before because he not only does he work for a real estate agent, but he also does his own vlogging here in the town, and he called Jesser TV, right?
Yes, Jesser TV.
Oh, you got the same drone as me.
Yes, DJI Mini 2.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, he covers a lot of the local things as well. And then of course, the advantage of working for a real estate agent, he gets access to a lot of properties. So this is Barangay Kogon, right?
Kogon, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is that building there? What's the upstairs?
Barangay Hall.
Oh, that is a barangay hall. Oh, okay, so it's a smaller barangay, I guess. It's a pretty small barangay hall, isn't it? All right, and would you call this area pretty safe though?
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
It's near the barangay, so it's more safer.
Yeah, it's even safer than that. Yeah. Well, it is. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you don't hear about crime. I'm sorry. The crime is pretty non-existent.
Yeah. But
it might be a crime of opportunity. Leave something out, it might go missing. But even that is extremely rare. So that is a great thing about this area. Is really, really safe. And so now the price. I know you all want to know what the price is. So for 150 square meters, beachfront, nice long property. You could do quite a bit with it. You could go up a little bit, but not too much, because of the airport, I believe you cannot do a second story. So you just make a really tall first story building. And this property is going for $13,000 per square meter. Much lower than everybody's listing, around 20 to 25. There is one that I just talked to them about that is 500 square meters. That is slightly more, 15,000 per square meter. But 13 is a get it out, sell it quick type price. So that's 1.95 million pesos, which is about $33,600. So for right here on the beach, that isn't actually that bad at all. That's a really good price because, well, there's just nobody selling for that price. So let's go down and take a look at this 500 square meter one. Again, that price though, usually when you have more land, the price goes down. But in this case, the price is higher than this one, but still lower than many of them that are 25,000 per square meter. So let's go see that one. All right, next up, as you can see, you got modern, newer buildings on both sides over here. And by the way, we drove by quite a few. I'll try to catch them on the way back. Again, many more modern homes being built down here on the beach. So this one, obviously imagine without these boats here, but as you can see, it's a much bigger property, 500 square meters. And I love what they did there. They got the rolling steel doors with the garage and everything. Like, they did it right, man. Wow. I thought it was an apartment building, but apparently not. So this is your property right on the main road here on the beach. You already got the walls on both sides, so you can just go ahead and build a front wall there, and another one here for a seawall. Now again, high tide, so you'd have way more beach normally, and by the looks of it, they built all the way to the far end here. I'm not sure how that, maybe the tide shifted or something, but I'm pretty sure that's the line where you're allowed to build, not the other one. You can tell. Oh, that's just their wall, their seawall. Okay, so yeah, they're probably building back to there and to there. So yeah, you would normally have a much longer beach going out, but then right now with the tide, you're not going to see that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to come back tonight, but the beach is always wonderful here, and it goes really far out. You can see it in my other videos, and you can see Olatolan Island, I think it's called. There's about 1,000 people that live on that island. It's got a white sand beach on the far end. So here you go, 500 square meters, 15,000 per square meter. So you're getting a lot more land. There's nothing to do here. There's no buildings to tear down, so that's a big advantage, obviously. So it might be worth that extra 2,000 pesos per square meter. And looks like you have some nice neighbors. It's gotta be an apartment. I'm so confused by that building. Maybe they Airbnb it, I'm not sure. Maybe a big family. I like how they did the step thing here though. Huh. So here you go. Boats not included. 500 square meters, 15,000 per square meter. Right on the main drag here in Roxas City. So many of you have been writing me asking about, is there land available for sale on the beach? And yes, there are. Here are some of them. You've seen them in the other videos, what I did earlier, I'm sure. Much more expensive than these. But these are probably the best deals right now going on the beach that is available, because the demand is just too high right now. But it's a lovely neighborhood. As you can see, it's very quiet down here. Not a lot of traffic or anything. I don't hear any roosters, that's a bonus. Just hear a bird chirping up in the tree here somewhere. It's very nice, very peaceful. All right, so if you guys watch this show, you know that we have an employee who had a child recently. You know, she literally announced she was pregnant at one of the staff parties. Everybody found out. Well, unfortunately, when her son was born, there were complications. He needed special surgery and all kinds of things, and there are health issues that come from that. And the doctors have said that her child needs, at least for the near term, the baby, needs a very special formula that is, well, this S26 Gold. And the problem is it's $50 US dollars per jug. I don't even know what you call that. Per can of these. And she kind of obviously can't afford something like that. That's $100 for these two right here. And so, as a little surprise to her, she doesn't know yet, we have bought two of them for her, and we're gonna give them to her right now. She's so surprised by it, and yes, because we want to make sure her son is doing very, very well. So let's go find Lenny in the kitchen. Where's Lynn? Lynn, you're very sweaty. You've been working extremely hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard. Oh, I heard that your son needs this.
Yes, sir.
And it's very expensive.
Yes.
So I took care of it for you, okay? It came with a bonus thing. I have no idea what, but look, Catherine's right behind you too. There you go. You should have saw her face.
We love you.
What's your son's name again?
Elijah Caleb.
Elijah. Okay. We're going to take care of Elijah. Don't you worry. You let us know, okay?
Thank
when
you,
that
sir.
runs out.
Thank you, ma'am.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again.